Did you know that Elon Musk sleeps on the floor of a conference room in the Giga factory in Berlin? Yeah, he says that he has therefore the best, overview what's going on and so on. But I would like to welcome you to another episode of Tesla Sundays. After you liked and subscribed to my channel, here are the topics for today's Tesla Sunday. We will talk about the Tesla stock. We will talk about the stock chart. We will talk about the last short seller, Jim Chanos, that finally is leaving the sinking short seller boat. Then we will talk about the Alex Springer interview. And finally, we will talk about Tesla in Germany that, is just so incredibly doing well. Tesla stock keeps on going and going and going and going and going. There's no stop for Tesla stock as of this moment, and we are approaching new highs, guys. We was already at $604 per share, which was the biggest intraday record of all time. I remember this Yahoo notification on my phone. However, since then, we couldn't quite close on those levels, so we never closed above 600 for the day, as you can see here. But still, you can see that this rocket is just going 45% since the announcement of the S&P 500, obviously because so much money will float into the S&P 500. And I think that, people are thinking, okay, big funds will buy Tesla stock because this needs to be bought when they are included into the S&P. But think about also those companies that will actually buy the S&P 500 as well, or just because Tesla will be included. For example, if I'm now more passive income investor, if I would have $1 billion and I would just, focus on wealth preservation, I would say, now it would be maybe the best time to put all my money into, or most of my money into the S&P 500, because one of my favorite stocks is in there and it has a huge chunk of the S&P valuation. So, think about this way as well. Think about through the noise. Think about, what can happen not only with one scenarios, but three scenarios, and sometimes some scenarios come even together closely. And I think this is just a fantastic news for Tesla. And, since the last week, we were pretty much almost neutral. So nothing much since the latest boom up. And you can see this also on the 1 month chart. But we will definitely talk about it in the next category, into stock chart analysis. All right, let's dive into Tesla stock. As you can see here, because we are dancing as of this recording, which is Friday, with the very, very, very important thing here. Even when you don't know what it is, I draw this because I thought that this will be very interesting, and I think, or I thought that we will reach those levels somewhere around the implementation of the S&P 500, as you can see here, 21st of December. But we came here very much closer, right? I mean, we are still about, a week, more than a week away from inclusion. But the good thing about here is that we are having really not a single resistance as of this moment, because we are at all-time highs, or almost at all-time highs. And the RSI levels are also not at the highest point. Here 72. We were back in August at 90, right? And prior to that, we're here, for example, we had some selling as well. Here we were at 80, and then we had here something selling as well where we were at 96. So as you can see, also from this perspective, we are quite significantly well. There is the 50 moving average somewhere at around 450. There's the 200 moving average, which is nicely going up now with the rally, which is at some point, a very good resistance. I don't believe at all that the Tesla stock could go down to these levels, but it's just, very nicely how it goes up here. It's in the upper side of the Bollinger Bands here, so this could be a technical reason also that the stock it's not going over 600 significantly. But yeah, it's all depends now on more news and more demand for the stock, right? I mean, today it's quite neutral, even though yesterday was a quite good day. And then we had, the Goldman Sachs positive rating, a price target increase. Then we had Jim Chanos saying that he stopped short selling Tesla, which is all of these elements together are really nice and giving always good implementations here for the stock go even higher. But how high can we really go? This is the big question, guys, okay? Technical wise, it looks good. There's, you can start to draw here some channels, but, it's actually don't make sense because it's such a narrow field here, right? And I don't think that makes that much sense. It's the stock could go in this channel up, but the channel could look also a little bit wider, right? So it's now a guessing thing, right? I mean, it's really depending now on further news, guys, okay? And really how the funds are acting. Did they bought already many of them? That's why we saw this rally, or they still need to buy it, okay? So if this is the case, then I see Tesla can go up a couple of more double-digit percentage points, but nobody can really estimate this. Nobody can really say this, because the funds, they don't buy at the day. They can buy through intermediaries, and obviously, they are also very smart financial engineers, so they know, okay, usually at such an announcement, this Tesla stock could go up. That's why let's buy it now already, so we save, I don't know, 10-20%. This is exactly what happened here. So maybe this main rally is already over and we still catching up here a little bit after 600, but that's all speculation, guys. And with that said, I hope that you are enjoying now the second category. So the big Tesla bear, Jim Chanos. We hated him for years. Always he came out when Tesla was going down in stock price. He came on CNBC and said, Tesla is going down, this is fraud, and so on and so forth. Now, the last big Tesla bear is now finally saying he's exiting his short position, which is great, right? He says he just cannot do this anymore, and he say if he would see Elon Musk, he would say, job very well done. So this is great by Chanos, and I think this makes him, just from this perspective, a better investor. You should at some point say, okay, I was wrong and I cut my losses, because this is so much important. Same like leaving your winners just running and there's other guys like Mark Spiegel or David Einhorn that are still so negative on Tesla, but in the end of the day, they can be as negative as they want. They are losing cold hard cash. So beside Tesla building a huge gigafactory in Germany, plus this incredible interview with Alex Springer, I think that the next big thing will even wow you as well. So we have new data that just came out like a couple of hours as of this recording. The overall car sales in Germany start to recover, okay? We are seeing car sales in Germany continue to recover. However, the registration of new vehicles is currently 3% lower than in November 2019. So, one small digit percentage lower year over year, which is not that of a panic yet, yeah? But what will be hugely impactful will be the next sentence. German brands Opel, Audi, Mercedes saw modest increasing in registration, but the rest of the German brands saw double-digit declines. The number of new registration for import brands in November was mostly positive. Tesla continues, and now hold your horses, to show stunning results with double-digit growth of more than 30%. In November, the company managed to register 1,680 vehicles. And, you know, this shows you not only that Tesla has a great brand, you know, people are choosing to buy this kind of cars, even though, you know, the infrastructure in Germany is not yet that crazy good like for normal gas cars. Still, the people like to go for electric vehicles by Tesla. Is 30% growth, while the overall market is just 3% growing, and the most of the German brands are losing double digits. Well, this is mind-blowing, guys, and this is showing you the power of Tesla, and that's why there's no doubt why this company led by Elon Musk should not be worth 500, 600, 700 billion dollars as of today. Did you know that Elon Musk actually sleeps on the floor of a conference room in the Giga factory in Berlin? No, me neither. Okay, and he was in Germany to welcome his award from Axel Springer, which is one of the biggest media houses in Germany. Then he went and saw and checked the current progress on the Gigafactory in Berlin, obviously, and then he went further to Poland, where he visited LG Chem, which is one of the biggest European manufacturing of batteries, and therefore, you know, checking what deals he can do. I think this is a very, very nice trip for him. But, you know, I wanted to speak about this interview because this interview, or this kind of interviews with Elon Musk, are not so often, but they are really, really cool. You get so much information, you know. He is talking about Tesla, about the full self-driving, that he don't see, you know, the general people driving at some years. It would be strange for people driving their own cars. And I was thinking, like, he's so right, because, you know, for example, I don't have a car in Dubai. I travel by taxi and other transportations, and I have so much time that I save by not driving by myself. Okay, so actually, you know, I can work, and I can, you know, get entertained. I can listen to some podcasts or watch some videos or whatsoever, but you have so much time that you actually get more effective, right, and more efficient. So I think, you know, people will say, you know, I could now drive an hour and, you know, be behind the wheel, or I can just watch Netflix, or I can do work, or I can, you know, put my makeup on, or whatever is the task that you want to do on the way. I think it's so true, and it's at some point it will be the future of transportation, that, you know, you have, like, not everything, but 95% of all transportations will be self-driving.